According to Matthias Brunette of RDS, apparently Phil Danault rejected a 6-year, $5 million contract extension in this offseason here. And you know what? I don't care. All that tells me is the Habs want him locked up long term, and I couldn't be happier about that, to be truthful. They'll get this done when the time is right and when the term and the cap hit is right. Danault is deserving of a nice long-term contract. I wouldn't blame him if he wants to test unrestricted free agency, but I would hope he'd be loyal to Montreal and want to stay on a team that could have a chance at a cup here with the center depth of Danault, who Nathan MacKinnon is saying should win a Selke trophy, Nick Suzuki and the emergence of his elite talent, and Jesperi Kotkaniemi. Now the thing is, Kotkaniemi and Suzuki might be a couple years out from being elite players. However, they're still very young. You got Shea Weber at 34, Carey Price at 32. These guys want to win a cup, and with that center depth, with Danault included, they very well could. Now, if the Habs, 4 years into it, need to trade Danault, I'm sure they could if they desperately need to. Any teams will line up for a guy like Danault, and if we don't sign him in unrestricted free agency, he's going to get paid somewhere else. As much as I love Jesperi Kotkaniemi and Nick Suzuki and the potential that they have, they're still 20 and 22 years old. If we lose Phil Danault, we're taking a step back there in terms of center depth. Now, a lot of people are saying, go after Pierre-Luc Dubois, trade Danault for him. Well, again, another young center. And I feel with Danault, you have a sure thing. So why give up a sure thing and bring in Pierre-Luc Dubois, who's on a bridge contract, who will probably command eventually way more money than Phil Danault is asking for right now? To me, the smart choice is to stay with the ship and keep the center depth that we've worked so hard to build over these years. And the last thing I want to see is Phil Danault go to another team, win a Selke, win a cup, after we've spent all these years developing him into the player that he has become. He's just entering the prime of his career, or has just begun the prime of his career. He's got some Bergeron light seasons ahead of him here. Lots of quality hockey left for Phil Danault, and he still hasn't stopped improving. So I definitely see Montreal and Marc Bergevin getting this done. To me, Danault isn't a guy you use as an own rental. If you're keeping him past the trade deadline, you're going to sign him. You're going to make it work no matter what. Tatar, on the other hand, maybe as a winger, would be a guy you use as an own rental, even though I'd love to try and keep him too, but there's only so much money to go around, and if I have to pick between the two, it's definitely Phil Danault, especially considering we have Cole Caulfield in the pipeline as well. So, yeah, to me, I'm not worried about Danault rejecting an offer here. It just tells me Habs want him long-term, and I do think they'll get it done somewhere in the 5.5 to maybe $6.5 million range, because you know what? He put up 40 assists, over 40 assists last year. So to go that playmaking ability in the middle of the ice to go along with the defensive awareness and ability, potential Selke winner here soon, hopefully for the Montreal Canadiens, he's more than deserving of that, and the Habs should be looking to get him signed as soon as possible, but it might work out if it's done after the Seattle expansion draft. Anyway, let me know what you think of this situation down in the comments here, and if you like these videos, you can always hit the subscribe button to see more and the bell for notifications, and you can hit me up on Twitter too, @ScotianCanadien. Cheers, guys. Go Habs, go, baby!